Since people solve many different problems in life, they go on social media to see how they can communicate with the problems about. If they go on social media, customers can ask many different questions about what's going on that they can probably receive a direct answer a lot. Then they have a good strategy through getting different highlights for products and services. Maybe people have a good relationship with any kind of brands that are getting humanized when they look at them. Many people get to visualize social media in different ways, like to show off how to solve things and start showing how they could all use some cool data and stuff for social media, and how they live their life to the fullest with not only the data being easier to use effectively with many different people's attention to visualize social media, we can provide many other types of things with social media a lot, like we get insights to straighten up the patterns that we use on social media. We can all provide good actions with our social media perspectives, such as acknowledgements, having so many good brands, and even getting themselves engaged through good representation and stuff. Then we never take off. People from social media tools can get invested to start tracking the social media feedback with many more stuff. So overall, thank you for my speech. With some social media, everybody should make social media accounts if they don't have any. If they have one, they should keep their accounts so that way they keep updated in life. And get to interact with friends and family, whether they have them on social media or not. So if they don't have them on social media, they should get them on their friends and family on social media, so that way they can communicate in different ways, not just side messaging. And with social media over the years, I've been able to connect with all my friends and family, which I still do that today in the present. I could find all my friends and keep in touch with them time to time. Hopefully everyone does the same thing. Overall, thanks for my speech. Hopefully, after my speech, you get to make yourself social media, be in touch with your friends and family. Overall, thank you. Hello, Speech 101. My name is David Galletta, and today I'm going to talk to you guys all about my persuasive speech and why everyone should be making social media accounts. So this is the reason why I made it, because during my freshman year of high school, I was looking on social media and I found my long lost friend Connor Bradley. Since I haven't seen him for 4 years, since he moved to Morro Bay, California, I discovered different things about him, like what he does in Morro Bay, California. Like, he does surfing, water polo, and wrestling. And seeing his profile, that's when him and I got connected again and started keeping in touch more and talking to each other more, which we're still friends as of today, thank God. And when I messaged him, I said, "Do you remember me? Because we've been friends since second grade." And he said, "No way, are you the David?" And I said, "Yes, I am the David from AC Elementary." He said, "Oh, cool, I missed you, bro." I missed him too. Social media is very important to me these days because of the ways we could be able to interact with our friends and extended family these days when we don't see them in person, and they post pictures and stories of what's going on, and a lot of people see that it came important when the pandemic had been isolated, because billions of many people use social media, which should encourage everyone to use social media to see what their friends and family are up to, since back then all we were able to do were just call and text people. These days are write them letters, but now in this generation we have social media to interact with our people, like with our friends and family, without having to use all that stuff. We can use social media now to talk to them. Since can instantly communicate with them now that we have a chance that we could have many different ways to text everyone besides just using iMessaging or emailing them or writing them letters. So one good reason why I think people should make social media accounts would be for like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter and Facebook, because it will help them to stay connected with everybody. So as today, my goal is to persuade everyone that they should be creating social media accounts these days by first talking about the problems of the isolation, then examine being active on social media, and last, consider the ways that social media will be able to benefit why they should keep their social media accounts as today if they make one. Or if they have one, they should keep their social media accounts. In this generation of social media, many different people are familiar, like college students are very familiar with social media because since they've been having those for a while, that's how they stay connected with people. Like I'm a college student, I stay connected with people a lot. Almost a lot of college students use social media so that way they can tell everyone why it's not a bad thing if you don't have social media. Social media helps people from being in good relationships. That social media has support of rough times. Most of the associations that social media has can promote better habits from the many different associations. Like social media can be able to improve and have us do better in school, like so we can communicate with our classmates or our friends about school assignments and stuff, because they can help us with like what we missed, like if you're absent that day and stuff. In the world as of March 2020, the pandemic got us into quarantine, which is the hardest time that we're all facing in this world still, sadly, which sucks that we have to face this world right now. Since during our time we're being separated from our friends and family, which caused a big isolation. Even though social media is a contested topic that it's proved to be well important during the pandemic, many people have been using social media so that way they could be able to see the news of what's happening. So during the pandemic, they could eliminate the illness of social media by being able to talk to people when we're lonely or feel depressed about things. Like since a lot of us are lonely and depressed right now, we could FaceTime them still and text them on Instagram and Snapchat still. Many people have problems